The new FishCoin game is a global, interactive, real-time fishing mobile application by which two players can play against each other anywhere in the world. They play for fish coins to move up the leaderboard in their region to be able to win some prizes. Let's take a look. Whenever you go fishing, all you do is open up the FishCoin app. Make sure you have enough fish coins in your FishCoin wallet. If not, you can choose from any of the FishCoin packages. Once you've done this, you can click on Active Maps and search for any active players anywhere in the world. You can click on them to see their profile and stats. From here, you can send them a game request. Now all you need to do is set up the game. Choose how many fish coins you want to play for, then send request. This will notify the player with a sound, and that player can choose to accept or decline the game request. The player accepted, and now you have a 1 hour fishing competition between each other for the FishCoin prize pot. When you catch a fish, take a picture of that fish, and this will give you a fish score in FishCoin, and a bonus for small, medium or large. The opponent will get a notification whenever a fish has been caught. All fish caught during the game are scored accordingly. The last 10 minutes of the game, all fish scores are worth double fish coins. At the end of the game, the player with the most fish coin score wins the prize pot. And can share it on any social media platform. Welcome to the new FishCoin game. Alright, g'day guys, welcome back. We are back for the second game today, and it's between Peter Driver and David COUGHLAN. This one's going to be an absolute beauty as well, but let's take a look at the matchups after the first two games. So the matchups, we had Shawnee just came out on top with 35-27 over Andrew Sloan, and we also had Mark Driver over the top of David O'Donovan, who's still sitting in the position to go through as the highest losing competitor at this stage. So one of these competitors need to catch more than 32 fish to knock Dave out of that position, so if they lose their match. All right, let's cross. We have another special guest with us today, and his name is Tom O'Connor over in Ireland. So let's cross down over to Tom. Tom, mate, how are you?
Hey, Josh. How's it going?
Are you good, buddy? Great to have you on the show, mate. And are you looking forward to your match tomorrow?
Yeah, this is going to be a cracker.
This is going to be a cracker. All right, bud. We'll get this game underway straight away. We'll cross down to the competitors now. We'll head down to Peter Driver. Are you there, Peter?
How you doing, Josh?
G'day, mate. How's conditions down there? Whereabouts are you at the moment?
So I'm on the River Nore here in Kilkenny, Josh, just in the Midlands of Ireland. Conditions are okay. A bit of rain overnight. The river rose about 4 inches, but it's still clear, thank God. Very windy. Squally kind of wind, so it's okay. I would have, looking at the weather forecast all week, if I thought it was going to be like this, I would have taken it gladly. Because the weather forecast during the week was horrendous here. for today. So happy enough with the way the weather's gone.
Nice. And I do believe Mark Driver's your camera controller today.
He's there, yeah. He's here behind me. Or in front of me.
Right, let's good luck, Peter. We'll let you head off and get
Thanks,
ready.
Josh. Good luck, Dave.
And we'll just cross down to Dave COUGHLAN. Are you there, Dave?
Well, Josh, how are you, bud?
Good, mate. How's your conditions down there? Whereabouts are you fishing at the moment?
I'm down the Blackwater in Southern Ireland. It's gone up a bit of rain last night. Clarity is still good. Wind is a bit of a disaster, but look, we just have to tough the bit.
That's fishing. All right, so we'll keep short and sweet, mate. We'll let you get ready, and we'll be with you very, very shortly. And who's your controller cameraman?
Tony Morrissey.
Tony, thanks for coming on board, Tony, and we really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. All right, we'll let you go and get ready, Dave. Take a look at our sponsors. So sponsors today, we've got Biscari Fly, Syndicate EU, Meander Fly Co, and Gibflix. So make sure you go over and check them out. Check out their website. Give them a like on social medias. And they're the guys that really help push this game on. So let's head back down to the competitors. And we'll get this game underway. All right. So,
You ready to go?
are you competitors ready?
You ready?
Are you ready?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No,
Yeah, so I'll count down to 5. I'll count from 5 down, and then we'll start. Are we ready? 5,
Yeah.
4,
5,
3,
4,
2,
3.
1. Go! Oh. All right, Tom. Who's your pick of this match?
Oh, this is a tough one. First of all, I think the best loser was going to come out of this one. Both rivers are fishing okay, and I know the Nora is fishing okay, and where David is, he's
Fishing in it.
he's expecting a lot of fish down there. So it's there's going to be big numbers here today. I'm expecting someone to hit over 40, and the loser won't be far behind.
Are you going to get tips watching this match, mate? For your match tomorrow, will you be
Fishing net for Peter.
Fish for Peter? Let's just cross. Are you there, Mark? Mark Driver.
Yeah, I am.
Was that Peter's second fish?
Second fish, Josh. Yeah.
Yeah, just making sure. Cool. Yeah, sorry, Tom.
Yeah, it's well the two see where David is fishing. It's further down from where I'm fishing, so there's more tributaries coming into the lower Blackwater, so the water could be much heavier where he is. So I won't really get much of a tip. I'll just have to do my own thing tomorrow.
Fish for Dave.
But the water looks lovely where he is now. I don't expect him to move very far
Fish
because
on
it just looks lovely out there.
Did he drop that one, Mark?
He did, Josh. Yeah.
Yeah. Every drop fish in this competition is very vital.
I think there's going to be a lot of fish dropped here as well.
Fishing
They're
net for
going to
Peter.
be coming in fast and
Fishing
furious.
Both caught one then. So the score is 3-2.
Peter's off to a great start.
Peter's up. 3-2. Tom, do you know these competitors well? Both of these guys?
I do, yeah. I know them with a long time, and they're very competitive anglers. Yeah, when they get on the competition scene, they turn into animals, basically.
Fishing in that, Peter.
Fish for Peter.
Yeah, I know. Peter hasn't with work commitments and everything. I know he hasn't been practicing much, but he'll know this water like the back of his hand. So I think Mark done a bit of reconnaissance for him. So
yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish for Dave.
He's got a good man on his side.
Now, how's the banter over there been going, Tom? Have they been getting stuck into you?
Do you know, it's great. It really is great. Yeah, it's as I say, we're like at the end of the day,
Fish for Peter.
You know, we all pick our spot, and we'll see what we can get out of it. And if we can come close to the number in our head, then that's the main thing, you know. It's a win, lose, or draw. It's a fantastic buzz, and I recommend it to anyone out there it really is fantastic.
Fishing net for Peter.
Fishing net for Peter. Score is 6-3 to 6-3 to Peter, and we have 55 minutes. Fish for Dave.
Fishing in net for Peter.
Fish.
Josh, you're going to be busy, mate.
I can see that, buddy.
Did you get that, Josh?
Yeah, I got that one.
Josh, did you get that?
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
7-4.
Okay.
Before these sort of fly fish live games, I don't think many people understood how many trout you can catch in 1 hour.
Yeah, it's amazing, like, you know. It's there's a lot of fish out there. A friend of mine, he's a fishery officer, and he'd often do a stock take on the river, and they'd electrocute the water, and he said there's fish everywhere. So, you know, it all depends on whether they're taking, and you know, there's fish everywhere in the river. David's gone a bit quiet at the moment, so.
Yeah, it's even though we've been fishing for what? Not even almost 6 minutes. There's 11 fish. Wow. 11 fish have been caught, and we think that Dave's having a quiet patch.
Yeah, David's got some lovely water ahead of him.
As we saw in the last match between Andrew and Shawnee, that Andrew got, I think it was 10 or 11 fish behind, and then got it back to 5 just within a minute or two. So I thought Andrew was going to catch up then. He might have left it a bit late to hit the bridge, but I'm sure Peter and David have a number in their mind as well, and I reckon it'll be over 40. You know. Yeah.
The last in the first game, David Donovan, he had a number in his head, and he asked me what did I think, what he'd get out of it, and I actually came to the exact same number as him, and I told him he'd catch 35, and he caught 32, as we know, but and he dropped 3 or 4, so we can make a fair guess at it, you know. If the conditions are right.
And what size trout? These guys got the same size trout over there?
Well, the thing is, you're fishing shallow water as well, and so it'll vary a lot. You can get a big fish in shallow water just as fast, but instinctively the small trout stay to the shallow water. Where Peter is fishing now, it looks like this.
Peter.
Fish for Peter.
It looks like.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks. There's a lot of water just up to his knee, so that's perfect water there for all kind of trout.
So Dave's on the move. We've got a couple of guys on chat. Noah Shapiro over there. The Man Island looks like where I did my session against Lewis. And we've got Tommy Lane, best of luck, Dave. Tess Moylan, best of luck, Peter. Best of luck, lads. And Noah said, I hope they don't catch more than 49. And Noah
Take your time.
40.
Take your time. You're okay.
Yeah, you're lucky. Two anglers on top of their game here today. David it's been a while since we had a big competition, but I think he's reigning Munster champion. So he's a fine angler, David. And Peter's been around the block, so he knows his stuff. He's seen pressure before.
Fish for Dave. 8-5. And we're just over 10 minutes to go. 10 minutes gone, sorry. 9 minutes gone. I'll get my maths right. Looks like
David's doing a bit of running.
Dave's
He must
on
have
the move.
broke. I'd say probably changing rods maybe. He must have broke. You have to have a good few rods set up on the bank here because it's if he decides to do up a cast in the middle of the river.
Fishing net for Peter.
Fishing the net for Peter. That's crucial. Like Dave had to change rods there, and then Peter scored another one on him.
Yeah, that's it. Like, yeah, it's. Conditions look excellent out there for both anglers. Bit of sunshine.
So I think Colleen O'Connor has just asked, where's Dave fishing? It was the Blackwater, wasn't it?
The lower Blackwater, yeah.
Lower Blackwater.
Fish on.
Yeah.
Fishing net for Peter.
Fishing that for Peter.
Fishing the net for Dave.
Fishing the net for Dave. It's a flying start for both anglers. 10.5 minutes
unreal.
gone.
Yeah.
And got 16 fish on the board.
Wow. And they haven't even gone into the deep water yet.
Fish on. Fishing the net for Peter.
Fishing the net for Peter.
Competition fishing, that's the problem that most anglers make. They make a mistake by not fishing the.
Fishing the net for Dave. Yeah.
They make a mistake by not fishing the shallow water first, because there's a lot of fish in the shallow water.
Is that would you fish in that case? Fish the shallow waters first and then go to the deeper pool?
Ideally, if I was fishing, I wouldn't even get into the river when I'm starting.
Fishing net for Peter.
Fishing net for Peter.
It's all about the time you have on the river as well to maximize the amount of cast you have.
We've got Tony O'Regan here says need good scores here to get back up to my guesstimate for the fish coin prize. And Noel's saying, Peter, please slow down.
Well, both anglers will want to get off to a good start. It just loosens your body out. It's the nerves disappear. I'm sure Peter's in.
Fishing the net for
Peter's
Dave.
in the.
Fishing the net for Dave.
Did you get my one, Josh?
Yeah, fish for Peter as well. So one each.
Yeah, once they both get into the zone, they'll fish a lot better.
So the score now is 13 Peter, 8 to Dave. 5 up. And that basically is like 2 fish up, 1 or 2 fish up when you're how quickly they can catch fish here.
Yeah.
Go.
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish for Dave. 13.9.
I think
there-
Dave. I think Dave Donovan is going to be.
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish for Dave. There's a flying
He's going to
star.
see his 32. Dave Donovan is going to see his 32 score here disappear, I think.
You think so?
Looking like it.
Do you think he's back there having a whiskey and watching
Do you know, he's a great competitor. He'll be sad for a few seconds, but that's about it. It's all about the competition for Dave.
Fish in net for Peter.
Fish for Peter. So it's 14-10. Colin Mullally, great start, tight line, lads. Paul Malloy, I think that's how you say it. Good luck, lads. Roger Fowler, best luck, lads. Both brilliant on the rivers, both anglers.
Yeah, Peter hasn't moved much, so he's obviously expecting a lot of fish where he is. He's got a lot of water ahead of him.
Fish in the net for Peter.
Fish in the net for Peter. 15-10. 45
Mark was telling me
minutes
they
to
had a
go.
practice. Mark was telling me they had a practice this morning and they were catching, so the fish are on the take, so it's looking good.
And if that's the case, do they go off the bite at some
Fish in
stage?
the net
or
for
is it
Peter.
Fish for Peter, or do they usually bite all day if they're on?
You'll get a few hours out of it, you know.
You're up by 6.
You'll definitely get a few
16-10.
hours.
You've 40 minutes left. 44 minutes left. You're on 16. You're up by 6. Keep it going.
Here's the thing with you, Tom. Tomorrow, would you want to know the scores?
Do you know what? I just can't put my finger on that one. I'm not too sure. See, I'm going to have to. I think I want to start off as best I can, and maybe find out the scores. Maybe 20 minutes in. I don't think I don't want to know the scores in the start because. Look, at the end of the day, you're going to have to fish your best anyway. But if you're going to be looking at scores, I think it takes from your concentration, and you're better off not knowing. No, it can actually
Fish in the net
later
for
on.
Peter.
Fish for Peter.
Later on in the hour, if you are up by a few and you find out, then it's going to relax you even more. But it's all about being relaxed. And if you're one behind or two behind, and
Fish
it's
for
not
Peter.
going to. You're going to drop. It's going to cost you fish. You're going to drop fish. You're not going to be giving 100% concentration, and so I don't think I want to know for at least a half an hour. So don't be telling me.
We've got Colleen O'Connor here. Tom, your dinner's getting cold, mate.
My number
Ross
one
Enright.
supporter.
Ross Enright, Rumble in the Jungle.
That's the beauty about this competition. Your family can watch it at home and friends, and it's such a buzz. It's definitely a competition for the future. I recommend it to everyone out there. Just get involved. It doesn't matter how many fish you catch or whatever. There's a great buzz in it.
And if you're out fishing by yourself, is this a great way to improve your fishing by yourself?
Oh, yeah.
Give yourself that 1 hour.
Yeah, I think it's brilliant. You know, it will make you a better angler, like, because you find out things as well. Like when you have to catch in the hour as many fish, as you can, you fish different water. I think that's another fish by Peter.
Fishing in effort.
Fish-
No,
No, dropped him.
still on.
Still on.
Fishing the net. Fishing the net.
Fishing the net.
Yeah,
Rookie mistake.
don't know what happened there.
Playing tug of war.
Hey Tom, do you have any tips for those guys that are starting out competitive fly fishing? What's
Well,
the
look, the
best
main
way?
thing is you know, they say don't take it too seriously at the start. You know, just mix in,
Fish for Dave.
join a competition, and don't be too intimidated by the seasoned anglers. You know, they're going to be good, and they're going to probably catch more than you. But if you stick with it, you know, you're going to take over from them, and it's just a great way of spending a few hours. I'd recommend it to anyone at all. I'd say young and old. It's a great way. It clears your head. You know, once you're on the river, you don't think about anything else. You don't think what kind of stress you have at work or anything else. You only think about fishing, and that's it. And you come home revitalized and in a good mood, mostly.
And when you hook one, when you're trying to net it, you want to net it before it gets downstream of you, or is there any little tips?
Competition fishing is you know, you nearly have to have the net in your hand. When you're mostly shot line nymphing out, I wouldn't recommend it long line nymphing now, but when the boys are here, they're shot line nymphing now.
Fish for Dave. Yep. Okay, 40 minutes to go.
Yeah.
And it's 19:12. Peter's
Wow.
up.
Yeah, shot line nymphing. Shot line nymphing. You have the net in your hand. The minute you get it, the indicator stops.
Fish for Dave. Dave.
Fishing in effort, Peter.
Fish in net, Peter.
Yeah, straight into the net. That's where it goes. Obviously, a bigger fish might not. Don't let him get below you. If he gets below you, you're going to spend time trying to get him in. So
looks like Dave.
Try and get him in before he.
Dave's moving through that water pretty well.
Yeah, he looks like lovely water in front of David here now. I could see him catching up to Peter here now.
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish for Dave, just as you spoke about it.
Yeah, he's going to get a few out of this. It's an intriguing battle going on here. I haven't seen that bit of water before, so it looks like an island. So David might have both sides of that island to fish. No? Yeah.
Looks like a nice seam down the side of the bank there.
It looks beautiful. The sun is out. Peter's in a bit of a shaded spot at the moment, so that might make a difference.
Fishing in effort, Peter.
Fishing net for Peter.
Saying
I
that.
think he just tried to prove you wrong.
I hope you've got enough numbers there, Josh.
I have this time.
All good fish.
Good fish for Peter.
Oh, he's still got him on.
Yeah, he left him get below him there now, so.
Did he? Has he
Fish
got
in
him?
the net
Or?
for Dave.
Fish for
No,
Dave.
come off, Dave, Josh.
Came off.
Yeah.
That was a
If they
lucky
get below you,
break for Dave. Yeah.
if they get below you, there's a good chance they're going to come off.
You got that one, guys. It was a fish in the net for Dave there.
Yeah, got that one, mate.
Okay.
Score is 21-15. 6 the difference. Dave's having a bit of a comeback here.
Fish in
He's
the
got
net
another one.
for Josh.
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish
Fish
for
in the net for
both.
Peter, Josh.
Yep. 22-16. Dave has found a nice little patch there, just like you
Yeah.
Fish in the
expected.
net for Dave again.
Fish for Dave.
Yeah, his adrenaline is going to be flying here now, David. He's going to be expecting a tug every cast, you know. So he'll have 100% concentration here. Because if you don't,
is there a big rivalry between these two competitors?
well, yeah, we're all good friends, you know. But as I say, when it comes to the river and competitions, we there's no friendship.
Not until after the match.
Not until after the match. We're all out to do our best.
Not
But the
until
good thing, it's
pints
all forgotten. Huh?
Not until the pints are poured.
Yes. That's a lovely stretch of water there for David.
Tom, if you had the pick of one of these two rivers, just looking at it from now, which river would you go to fish first? Fish on?
Well, to be honest with you, I
Fish
think
for Peter?
David's run there looks absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, seems to be a couple of runs together. There's 2 or 3 runs together, and he's going to knock a lot of fish out of there. But Peter's, it seems to be all the one depth, and that really helps as well, because that means there's fish everywhere. So
How much time is left?
as you can see,
So there's, at the moment, just under 35 minutes to go.
35 minutes to go.
Peter hasn't actually moved much since he started, whereas David has. No, I like David's water. David's on the move again.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Interesting where he goes here.
Yeah, if it's an island, he's going across to the other side. I think he's on an
Fish in the
island.
net for Peter.
Fish for Peter.
Yeah,
This is where Pete got another one up on him last time. He had to run and grab his rod.
I know. I think he's changed rods, David.
Yep.
He's going to try and probably had maybe change to maybe he's probably 3 mil beads on. He might be this might be a deeper run. He might go to 3.5 beads. You'll probably get better fish though.
You got any secret weapons for tomorrow?
I have. I've got 2 nymphs that I probably won't change.
Yeah.
No, they were working well for me. Now, with the water right after rising in the river, I'm not quite sure. I might have to change straight away, but if you don't see me changing in the first 10 minutes or so, then I'll be very happy.
And we heard Tom Jarman talk about, if he'd feel the river in the first 10 minutes and see where they might be sitting for the game, and then plan the rest of your attack based on that.
Yeah. Yeah. The timing is essential in this competition.
Fish for Peter. Score is 25-17, and we have 32 and a half minutes to go.
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish for Dave.
Yeah, I think Dave is going to
Seems
heavier
like it's
beats
slowed
maybe.
down a little bit, but
Slow down a little bit, yeah.
Peter's nearly going at a fish a minute.
Yeah.
And Dave's not far behind him.
Not far behind. No, this battle isn't over yet. This is going to go to the wire, definitely. David has some lovely water ahead of him. Yeah, it's very important to maximize the hour that you've got. It's, you don't want to overfish a run. Like if they're not there, you know, move on and have a plan made out. Sometimes it's even works if you come back down and start again from where you started. If there was a big head of fish down there.
So that we saw Dave pull a few out of that nice little patch you were talking about. Would you give that another run after 5-10 minutes, or?
I wouldn't, because I expected him to get more out of it, to be honest.
Fish for Dave.
Yeah, he's still doing okay, like, but he's got another good run above that, and that's gonna do him nicely in the next quarter of an hour. He obviously knows there's fish in there because he's spending a long time in there.
So we're halfway, guys, and it's 25-19.
Ooh.
It was an absolute flying start.
Flying start, yeah.
It seems
You have
like
half an hour left. You're up by 7. 25-18.
Fishing the net for Dave.
fishing net for Dave. It's actually
Yeah,
25-20, Mark, just to clarify that one. 25-20.
Yeah, David's doing well there now. And he hasn't even fished the top of the run yet. So there's going to be big fish.
Fishing the net for Dave.
Fishing net for Dave.
Yeah.
Things are tightening up here.
Yeah, it is. Whether he changed rods or changed nymphs or whatever he done there seemed to have worked for him. It was a good move on David's part.
Sure would.
Yeah,
Well,
Peter
Bulmer's
seems
now
to be
going
slowing up a bit. Mind you, Peter's moving into some nice water here now as well.
Fishing the net for Dave.
Fish for Dave. Score is 25-22. Three fish in it.
Fishing the net for Peter.
Fishing net for Peter. 26. That was a good settler, I think, for Pete, because
Yeah, he was.
it would be feeling a long time between drinks for him there, I reckon.
Yeah. You're always going to get a lull in that hour, so
Fishing it.
it's all you. Fishing in it.
Did he catch that one? Did Dave get that one?
Yeah. Yeah, I went to the net, yeah.
Yep. 23-26. 28 minutes to go.
Davis going to the head of that run now, so he's probably going to get a few nice fish here now.
Changed it.
The stronger fish will be at the head of the run.
Does the bigger fish tend to sit at the head of the run?
They'll have the best spots, you know. They'll have the best feeding spots and kind of works its way down. Works its way down into the smaller fish. And the smaller fish tend to keep away from the big fish.
Fishing the net for Dave.
Um,
Good
Fish
fish.
for Dave.
because they might get eaten. I was out last week. I was actually out last week with a buddy of mine, and he caught a fish, and there was another fish inside in his mouth. So they are cannibals.
Fishing the net for Dave.
Fish in the net for Dave. It is one fish in it,
Yeah.
26.25
Whoa!
with
This is a cracker.
26 and a half minutes.
But Peter's into a lovely run here now as well. Peter's gonna start catching here now as well. I'd be surprised if he
Fish in the
doesn't.
net.
Fish for Peter.
Fish in the net for Peter.
27.25.
Looks like Dave is on the move.
He's ploughing through there.
Yeah.
He looks really, really focused on Dave.
Yeah, he's very focused. Yeah, he's maximising all his fishing. He seems to be doing all the right things, David. He's got a good plan, and he's sticking with it. Seems to be slowing up for Peter a little bit.
Yeah, what would you do in this situation? Would you just keep plugging away, or would you try something different?
But it's hard to change. You know, it's you just have to keep plugging away, and don't let it affect you. You know, because if you let it affect you, your concentration will go, and you might miss a fish. And you know, these boys, they are missing fish. Like, you asked them afterwards, and you asked them how many fish did you actually miss.
Fish in the net for Peter.
Fish in the net for Peter.
So they'll be hitting fish under the water, like, but if you haven't got your 100% concentration, you won't land them. So the main thing is not to think about time or anything like that.
Dave O'Donovan will be biting his nails now. It's slowed down for him.
You slow down. I think Dave is expecting the same. Oh, David's on the move again.
Looks like he's going to cross to that other side. No?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, this is a nice place for David to fish. It's an island, obviously.
Every time Dave's done this, Peter's grabbed a fish. This time he hasn't.
Yeah. Seems to be.
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish for Dave.
That was a good start.
That was a good change up from him.
Yeah. Oh, it's lovely water. Lovely water where he is.
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish in the net for Dave. It's back down to 1. 28.27. And with 23 and a half minutes to go.
It's a cracker, Josh.
An absolute ripper. We had a bit of a poll on social media about this one, and Peter ended up favourite for this one, but not by many.
Ah.
Not by many.
It's a hard one to call. Because I know.
You go.
Yeah, before the competition, they were hitting nice numbers in their practice sessions.
Game day is always different.
Yeah, it can always change.
That's what we've been told from previous
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish in the net for Dave. The score's a tie. Scores are level. Over 22 minutes to go. See Peter's fishing in the yellow stuff there. It looks like a bit deeper out in the middle. Would you give that a bit of a go, or would you stick at your plan?
Stick with the plan. Don't, because it's when you look back afterwards, you might be kicking yourself. And just stick with the plan.
Got Sean Mars jumped on just after his game and said, "Top commentator, Tom. Great fishing, lads."
Thanks, Sean.
Tommy Lane. Come now, Coughlin. Head down, ass up. And David Donovan. David Donovan. Squeaky bum time.
Squeaky bum time, yeah.
Fishing that for Dave. That puts Dave one up.
There's about 20 minutes left. You're behind by 1. Yeah, by 1.
21 minutes
It's gone very quiet for Peter.
Fishing the net for Peter.
Nice
Just
Fishing
take your
that
time.
for Peter.
Plenty of
He's
water.
in lovely water here, Peter. You'd think you'd be getting more fish out of it.
Dave was about 7 or 8 fish down at one stage, and it was a great little comeback. As this just goes to show anything can happen in these matches.
Anything can happen. At the last 10 minutes, as I say, Andrew made a comeback. I thought Andrew was going to catch Sean there for a while.
Got David Donovan, hi Sarah.
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish for Dave. Keeps him that one back in front.
What? Hang on, it's 30-29.
30-29 with 20 minutes to go.
20 minutes
Still
left.
plenty of time.
Fishing net for Peter.
Fish for Peter.
Yeah.
That's it, lad. Come on, rock it on. Rock it on.
You can just feel a little bit of pressure there now, can't you? You can.
Yeah,
even though
there
it's
is.
just after halfway.
Yeah. On a tight game, I think I'd prefer not to know the numbers.
Fish for Peter.
Fish for Peter.
It's another
was it?
fish for Peter.
Put the Peter back in front. We've got
Looks
Bamboozled.
like David's on to another run.
Bamboozled on Twitch. Looks like the mates just walking
Fish in the
around
net
with
for
his
Dave.
hand. Fish for Dave.
Yeah, it's the Blackwater against the Nor here today. And at the moment, the Blackwater is 1 up.
They usually fish very similar, the Blackwater and the Nor.
Well, the Blackwater is it's a sulky river. It's the Nor. It's more consistent. I think anyway. But no, sometimes you can hit the Blackwater and you think there's no trout in the river.
Fish for Peter. Now, for those that are, Peter is in front by 1 fish. It's 32-31. So Dave O'Donovan. He's
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish in the net for Dave. There's one more fish from both competitors, and Dave will be unfortunately knocked out.
Oh, I think it's even. Yeah.
The scores are level, 32 each,
Level, yeah.
with 17 and a half minutes to go. Now, if this does come to a draw, for those that are watching, if this does end up in a draw, it's the person who netted the first fish. I think that was Peter from memory.
I think it was Peter. Yeah.
We will go to the review without just guessing that one, but it comes down to who netted the first fish, if it's a draw at the end.
Yeah.
So all these little factors play a massive part in this.
Yeah, Peter's fishing some lovely water here for the small trout, but they don't seem to be coming, which is unusual. It might have something to do with the river rising 4 inches, but it's,
Graham Reggie Reynolds. Graham Reggie Reynolds jumped on. Jesus, lads, what a match!
David's on the move again.
Fishing net for Peter. Good stuff.
Fishing net for Peter.
Davis got some lovely water here.
I wonder if was Dave in this position last time? Was he in this same spot earlier? Not sure if he was or not.
I don't know. It looks similar, but I don't think so. There's obviously an island there, and 9 times out of 10 the fish is always great around the islands because, you know, especially in deep rivers, because Peter's on a fish.
Fish for Peter. These are going to be crucial.
You're up by 2.
34-32. 15 minutes to go.
15 minutes.
So still Dave Coughlin needs at least one more fish to try and get in front of Dave Donovan's score, as Dave Donovan caught his first fish in 25 seconds of his match. So if Dave Coughlin can snabble one more, he's pushed through to the next round at this stage before the next 2 games. With 2 games left.
David's fishing the far bank at the moment, hoping for something.
He's really giving himself every chance, isn't he? He's working that water really hard.
Yeah. David, he might be running out of options here as well. He seems to be, he's coming out again, is he?
Declan Smith, great match, lads. Pat Kennedy,
Fishing
one of my
net for
favourite. Fishing net for Peter. Pat Kennedy, one of my favourite places to fish for a salmon on the Nore. Peter is in some great water now.
Oh yeah, that's sweet water, yeah. Yeah, unless David finds another hot spot, I think he might be in trouble here.
Fishing the net for Dave.
Fishing net for Dave. I think Dave O'Donovan's just been pushed out.
Oh, bye-bye, Dave. He'll have the hanky under his eyes now.
He'll be starting to chuck down a COUGHLAN now, won't he?
I think so, but it won't bother Dave. He's enjoying every second of this, and he's a great ambassador for competition fishing. So he won't dwell in it.
I've actually
He'll be happy for the lads.
Still got his silver medal from Series 1 here.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, It's fantastic. Fantastic achievement that day, yeah. Peter. Yeah. Peter's
Peter.
doing
I know,
well
I
now.
said it so. Yeah. Just concentrate. You'll be okay.
30, 36, 33. Peter's up. And we have 12 minutes left.
And you, David's got some nice water coming up here. I can see David catching up here.
David Donovan said, "Great while it lasted," and Sean Marr said, "Where's the sympathy, Tom?" It's an absolute
Looks like
cracking
Dave-
match.
Yeah, David's going to pick up a few here. Yeah, timing is everything now with David. If he's going to catch up with Peter, he needs to move on a little bit and maximize the catch rate inside in this run here.
This does look
He
like
needs to-
that spot where he pulled like 3 or 4 out real quickly earlier.
Yeah,
Time, Josh.
The time is, we've got 10 minutes and 45 seconds.
Fishing in net for Dave.
Fish for Dave.
10 minutes left, and you're up by 2.
You need to get a couple, Dave. 2 ahead.
Double.
Oh, and Peter's on a nice one here. Yeah, come on, Pete.
2.
Oh,
Double for
Is
Peter.
that what was that?
oh,
Tom?
jeez, the double.
A double.
It was a
It
double.
looked like a double.
Yeah.
That's very important for Peter. That could take him over the line.
You're up by 4 now.
That's
I can't see it on the screen.
it's 38, 34 with 10 minutes to go.
38, 34.
It's 38, 34 now, Dave. 10
On
minutes.
David.
Yeah.
38, 34.
David is
match
definitely
this.
going to get a few out of here. What's David doing? He's moving up to
So
the head of it.
On the move again.
10 minutes, yeah. He's probably,
Fishing
this
effort,
is,
Peter.
Fish for Peter.
Yeah, will do. You're on 8 minutes
Yeah.
now. 8 minutes left.
David
Up by
obviously
5.
knows there's 10 minutes of fishing up here, so. Looks more like smallie water. Small fish.
Yeah,
Probably
so
hoping for small fish here, David.
the winner of this match actually takes on Mark Driver, so these guys are going to have to find new
Ooh.
cameramen if the score stays like this.
Peter's in again.
Fishing effort, Peter.
Fishing net for Peter. What did Mark got to the 40 mark? So, I know Noah will be back over there in the USA, hoping that Peter doesn't get 10 more, because 49 in a match so far. Well, this was an exhibition. No, it wasn't an exhibition match. 49 is the top score. Fish on.
Fishing effort, Peter.
Fishing net for Peter.
I think Peter's
So-
going to
Rock it
beat
on,
this.
There's a bottle of Jameson on the back when you're finished.
41-34.
Will it?
And we have 8 minutes
David
to go.
David is going downstream. He's going to start again, I think.
I reckon he's going
it
to go
should
to
be-
that spot.
Yeah, I think it's a good call. This, try and pick up a few in that good run as well. Yeah, he's going to go in there because
Yeah.
when you get a run where you get a lot of fish, you're going to spook a lot of fish. So it's a great idea to come back down and fish it again
Fish on.
because the spooked fish will
Fish the
be
net.
in.
Fishing that, Peter.
Peter's pulling you away though here.
Oh, you're over it, I think.
He's chasing down Noah's score of 49. Miles Riley, exceptional fishing by both men. Super
Fishing the net for
watch.
Dave.
Fishing net for Dave. Maybe he's found that
been a
spot
while.
again. Dave
been a
can
while
keep
since Dave
fishing
had a
here. If
Yeah, he should pick up another 3 or 4 inside here.
there's still plenty of time, and this is where Dave can set a benchmark for the. If he doesn't get back in front of Peter,
Fish on.
he can set a
Yeah,
benchmark.
That's
Fish
right,
on.
yeah.
Fish in the net.
Fish in the net for Peter.
Peter's on the
43,
ball
35.
43:35. What time? 6 minutes left.
6.5 minutes to go. Fish in the net for Dave.
Dave's on the fish.
That was a great decision from Dave to go back downstream and
Yeah,
change it back up again.
but Peter's
Within
on
a
a hot
couple of
spot here,
seconds.
so. Peter obviously left this place for last. He's got a good run there. He's got excellent water there, Peter.
Wastefield, great match and great commentary so far. Nice one, lads. Looks like you'll be back in the commentary box there, Tom.
Yeah, the adrenaline
In the
is.
future.
I'm not even fishing, and the adrenaline is running. I still wouldn't rule David out of it, but
No, we saw Andrew come back really quickly. It was
Yeah.
only like,
yeah,
and Dave come from behind to get back in front earlier in this match.
it is.
So
Yeah,
same amount of
it looked like he was going to take over there for a while.
it did.
I think he actually ran out of water in the end, whereas Peter's not running out of water at all.
We have 5 minutes to go, and the score is 43-36.
5 minutes.
5 minutes left.
David's on the move again.
43-36.
43:36.
We need 7.
Come on, Dave.
Take your time.
She Brews has asked a question, how close they are fishing in the country. How close together are they fishing?
There's
Distance.
about there's definitely 2 hours drive. So be about 70 miles that way or 70 or 100
Did
100 miles.
Peter just drop that one, Mark?
No, he dropped the Josh. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah. No, cool.
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish for Dave.
I was out one day practicing with David Donovan, and
Fish on.
he was finished his hour, and I still had a minute left in my hour, and I caught 3 fish in the last minute. So anything can happen.
Just under 3.5 minutes to go. Was that a fish?
3.5 minutes to go. What score,
Was that a
Josh?
fish? Was that a fish for Peter?
Yeah, fish there for Peter. Fish for Peter.
So score is 44-37.
44:37. 3 minutes left.
No,
3
we'll be
minutes.
really watching
Fish in the
this
net for
one.
Dave.
Fish for Dave.
Come on, Dave.
Fish on.
It's still not impossible for Dave.
Fish in the net for Peter.
Fish for Peter.
Peter's on the roll here.
Bamboozle asked, what are the rigging restrictions? If you head to flyfishlive.com, Bamboozled, you'll see all the rules, what the competitors can do on the website. Maximum 3 rods, maximum 3 flies at once. Most of these guys are fishing 2 nymphs the whole time, aren't they, Tom?
Yeah.
All right, last 2 minutes and 25 seconds.
Well, this turned out to be a nail biter. Excellent matchup. David done himself proud. It's not over yet, but he's fish fantastic.
Time left, Josh. 2 minutes.
Time.
2 minutes
2
left.
minutes to go.
You still said you're up by 7.
38.
45, 38.
So David set a benchmark now for the best loser.
He has.
It's going to be a tough one to beat.
It is going to be
That'll
tough.
be very, very
to
tough.
lose
Fish in the
that
net for
match.
Dave.
Fish
Yeah.
the net for Dave. It's going to be another
Very
high
good chance
scoring
he'll go through in this. Yeah. And like we said before the game is that with both anglers probably hit the 40 mark, and you know it's turning out that way. Like so, you have a fair clue what's going to happen.
Yeah. Is that another drop fish by Peter?
Yeah. It was, yeah. Another one on. Fish in the net.
Fish in the net. 46. We're under the last minute now.
Last minute
Last
now,
minute.
Dave. Come on.
Last minute.
50 seconds to go. Can Dave get at least one more? We'll get that 40 mark.
Fish in the net.
He's got it.
Fish in the net. He's
Well
done
done,
it all
David.
right.
Come on now,
That's
one more.
fantastic. He's played a cracking game, David. In fairness to him.
30 seconds.
Fish on. Fish on.
Keep going, keep
that was a
going.
double.
It was a double. Was it?
That's some nail biting stuff.
Did he drop that mark? I didn't quite
Yeah.
get that one.
Both of them.
Fish in the net for Dave.
Fish in the net for
Wow.
Dave. And
Dave should.
Time up.
Dave
Wow,
Dave
Time's up.
scored.
unreal.
Great stuff. Wow. What
Cracking angling.
ripper of a match. Peter's
Wow.
come out on top, 46-41, but Dave has set himself with a great chance to go through.
41.
Absolute ripper. Let's see who
Part
we
2
can
won't
grab.
be beat.
41. That's a really tough to beat. Let's head down to Dave. Let's go to Dave COUGHLAN first.
Dave.
Dave, mate. You there, buddy? Are you there, Dave?
46, 41.
Can you hear us, Dave?
Oh, yeah.
Not sure if you can hear us. Are you there, Dave?
Mind there where you were coming on the radio.
I think he's putting the headphones on.
Hello.
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 Are you there, mate? Yeah, we've got you.
I am. How are you?
Good, buddy. Congratulations on your effort. Unfortunately, Peter just came out on top 46-41, but you have set yourself a really top benchmark to push through to the next round, and anything can happen. Overtook David O'Donovan. He had 32 fish. Now you've set the benchmark for the 41. So Tom O'Connor thinks you've got a really, really good chance to get through now.
Yeah. So look.
Congratulations.
I would. Thanks very much. I would have taken it if you said 41. I would have taken it. Hats off to Peter for getting 46. Well, I honestly thought I might get 30. 33 was my number. Because I honestly hasn't been getting them numbers here, but considering the wind, I'm delighted with it, you know. And look, best luck to Peter and the rest of the competition. So,
yeah, it's top effort, mate, and you worked that water really hard. And we saw you change ropes a couple of times. Was it because you broke off nymphs, or was it just changing?
no, just different flies, just so they'd see different flies. That's all.
Yeah, nice. Well, awesome effort again, mate, and we will be in touch. You've now cemented your spot to be the person to beat from the losing competitors of 41 Fish. Absolute ripper. And congrats again.
Sorry, Dave. Sorry about that, bud. But fishing is fishing.
Have you got any questions for him, Tom?
No, David. I thought you fished fantastic. I couldn't fault anything that you've done. It was brilliant, a brilliant display of fishing. Honestly, no, you should be proud of yourself. And hopefully you get through. Yeah, best of luck, bud.
Thanks, Tom. I appreciate that. Thank you, mate.
Awesome. If you guys just stay on the line, let's cross over to Peter. Peter Driver.
How's it going, Josh?
How are you, mate? Congratulations, buddy. 46 fish.
Thanks very much, Josh. Appreciate it.
41. Are you happy with the numbers that you got?
Absolutely. Congratulations to Dave. 41 fish in any 1 hour session is phenomenal fishing. So to beat that, it takes beating, so you got to get a lot of luck to go your way, fish to stick. Could have got some more. There was definitely there the first 15 minutes. I was bumping a lot of fish. I think the rod I was on, maybe, I switched to an 11-foot halfway up and I felt a bit more comfortable with it. But look at, say, catch 47, beat someone who caught 41. Look, that's a good match. Hats off to Dave again. But delighted to get the win. Move on now. I think the next round will be a bit handier, so I can take a bit of a break during the week and take a bit of a rest maybe.
You guys are going to have to find a new cameraman. You guys are actually coming up against each other. So
I'd say, Josh, we might have to find a referee, let alone a cameraman.
It's going to be a
slog. Look, it's not. I'm not even going that far yet. I when you think about next week's match, we got a lot of rain on the way. Just really enjoyed that. Everything went my way. Dave, I think at one stage came back in the middle of the session there, and he took the lead, and thoughts started creeping into my head. Jesus, I think what kind of waters he got. I wasn't even sure where Dave was fishing. So, and I know he's a world-class angler, so I know he wasn't going to give it to me easy. So I had to just knuckle down. Put those dropped fish behind me and just keep pushing on and hope at the end of the day I came out with more needed. So that's the way it happens. There was nothing between us, never is usually. And once again, congratulations to Dave. I'm sure we'll, with 41, that's a good chance of Dave, getting into the quarters as well. So there might be an opportunity there for Dave to level score later on in the competition.
Nice. Well, congratulations again, mate. I'm sure you're going to have a couple of cold ones tonight and sit back.
Yeah, Mark was just saying we're going to stop at the shop now. Mark owes me €25 from the previous match, so Mark's going to buy the beer on the way home.
It's going to be interesting next week.
Absolutely.
And
Tom, best of luck for tomorrow, Tom.
Thanks, Pete.
Right,
I never doubted you.
Big thanks. We would say big thanks to both camera guys down there on the bank. You did an amazing job. Absolute ripper job. And and we hope to get to see you again back on the camera. But thanks again, guys.
Thanks a million, Josh.
Absolute,
well done, everybody. Well done, Dave. Talk to you later.
Cheers,
All
Peter.
right, now let's take a look. Here's a look at the table now. After looking at these two matches, we see now that Peter Driver is coming up against Mark Driver. That is going to be an absolute ripper, and I reckon there's going to be a bit of banter thrown this week about that match. But at the moment, Shawnee is coming up against the highest losing competitor, which at the moment is David COUGHLAN. So David has really cemented himself with 41 fish to be, if he gets through, there's 2 more matches to come. If he gets through on those 41, he will be up against Sean Marr. But I want to say a big thanks to you, Tom. Thanks for coming on the commentary box,
Josh.
mate. And
it's been absolutely unreal.
Great comments, and we look like we need to get you back in the commentary box. Great job, buddy.
Thanks, Josh.
You just stay on the line there. We'll take a look at the sponsors once again. Big thanks to Syndicate EU, Piscari Fly.
Thanks to my niece.
G'day, niece. So we got a big thanks to Syndicate EU, Piscari Fly, Meander Fly Co, and also Gibflix, who does an awesome job to bring these screens to you guys. Brad back there behind the scenes. He's there every game. You'll meet him one day at the World Final. So a big thanks to our sponsors. But thanks for joining, everyone. Such a great match. Don't forget, tomorrow we have an absolute ripper, Tom O'Connor, who will be leaving the commentary box and hitting the water. He's up against Mark Sloan tomorrow, 2 p.m. Irish time. And then followed by that match, we have Tom Beecher up against Danny Sizek from the USA. So 2 more great games coming up tomorrow. So don't miss it. Same place, same time, 2 p.m. Irish time. And we look forward to seeing you. Thanks again for watching. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And we will see you tomorrow.